Welcome back. The war in Ukraine is a wake-up call to fix the global energy system and ditch fossil fuels. That urgent warning coming from the UN chief, Petteri. Take a listen to what he had to say.
The global energy system is broken and bringing us ever closer to climate catastrophe. Fossil fuels are a dead end, environmentally and economically. The war in Ukraine and its immediate effects on energy prices is yet another wake-up call. The only sustainable future is a renewable one. We must end fossil fuel pollution and accelerate the renewable energy transition before we incinerate our only home. Time is running out.
In 2021, the world's oceans grew to their warmest and most acidic levels on record, and melting ice pushed sea levels to new heights. That's according to a damning new report from the World Meteorological Organization. In response, the UN has unveiled a new plan to transition to renewable energy. Petteri Taalas is the head of the WMO and joins us now live. Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
So there's no doubt that attention has been diverted from climate change to focus on the war in Ukraine, to focus on the COVID pandemic. But climate change is pressing and the impact is becoming clear.
That's very true, and climate change is still the biggest challenge for mankind this century. COVID pandemic is soon over, and hopefully also this war will be over, and thereafter climate change remains as our main challenge.
Every year we see another record broken, whether it's levels of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere or average global temperature rises. What surprised you, or rather concerned you most, when it came to the findings of this annual state of global climate?
So we are publishing these kind of reports on annual basis, and every time we have broken less comfortable records, and that's what we did also this time. We have again record amount of carbon dioxide, which means that the concentration is already so high that the melting of glaciers and sea level rise will continue for the coming centuries, and that will threaten many big cities worldwide like New York or Los Angeles. And we have also broken records in temperatures. In Canada, for example, they had the highest temperature ever, 49.6 centigrade, and also in Europe we broke all-time high, 48.8 degrees in southern Italy.
And now, of course, we have this energy crisis caused in part by the war in Ukraine. The UN Secretary General describes fossil fuels as a dead end. Talk to us about renewable energy. What's most effective right now, and what needs more investment?
So the good news is that the prices of solar and wind energy have become very attractive for investors. The prices are now lower than the ones produced by fossil energy, and also the prices of batteries and electric vehicles have been dropping, and we are soon going to get also small-scale nuclear reactors on the market. So we have better means to be successful in climate mitigation than before.
And of course, in recent months, we've seen extreme heat waves in India and Pakistan. We've seen flooding along Australia's east coast. We've seen the extreme drought in California and the wildfires. Your report did outline the cost of climate change. You put that figure at over $100 billion in damages. How do you come to a figure like that? And no doubt that figure is set to rise as we see more of these events.
So during the past 50 years, we have seen an increase fivefold in economic losses related to climate events, and it has been shown that it's about 20 times cheaper to mitigate climate change than to live with the consequences. And these consequences are rising, and the costs are rising. And also USA is a very vulnerable country when it comes to economic losses, and also the poor countries in Caribbean, in Africa and Pacific island states, they are especially vulnerable, and and they can easily lose several years of their GDP in one hurricane or cyclone or typhoon event.
All right, we'll have to leave it there for now. Petteri Taalas, Secretary General of the UN's WMO. Good to have you with us. Thank you.
Thank you.